Guys, today I'll be talking about the movie War of the Gargantuas. This is a classic movie. I remember growing up on television watching this, and I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? I mean, I know it was like a Japanese monster movie, but looking at these two monsters, I'm like, what the fuck are they, you know? And when I grew up a little older, I realized, oh, it's a cool monster movie because it was really scary to me because the way they look, the fangs popping out, it looks scary. To me, it was scarier than King Kong and Godzilla combined. That's how scary these monsters looked to me when I was a kid. Believe it or not, I'm saying that. Um, this movie was supposed to be the sequel, I think, to Frankenstein's Conquer the World, and you got to see the Japanese version because I heard in the American version they actually added the flashback scene from that movie. What I heard, but anyway, the War of Gargantua started with this octopus attacking this vessel, and then out of nowhere, this strange green monster appears and attacked the octopus, and then gone after the vessel. There was one survived from the vessel, and then he started mentioning this creature called Frankenstein, and one of the investigators said, you know what, we need a scientist with expertise, and that's when this American scientist comes in, and he started talking about that this monster does not exist. The Frankenstein they raised it died in the Mount Fuji mountains, and the female scientist said, "What if this monster? What if Frankenstein is still alive?" Like she's wondering, like maybe it's actually him. But later on, they found out it's not really him because it was like this green monster that lives in the sea and starts attacking, going on rampage, eating humans. And the scientist and the female scientist realized that's not our monster, you know, because the monster they raised will never kill humans. But anyway, when the monster, they realized that the monster really was sunlight, and it goes back in the ocean. And one day, the military said, "Okay, let's go hunt this monster down, stop it, kill it, destroy it, pretty much." And while the green monster was in the mountains, and the military was able to stop it, out of nowhere, this brown monster comes out and save the green monster. You know, and they pretty much they look like the same. Just one is green that lives in the ocean, and the other one's brown hair that mainly lives in the mountains. So then one day, while he saved all the monsters, one day he got a bunch of campers going to the mountains singing songs. They saw the green monster, they ran out. The scientists and the female scientists walking in the mountains also, and they realized these campers are running back. So they ran back too, and the female scientist fell off the cliff, and then the brown monster saved the female scientist and realized, "Do you recognize me?" And she realized that the brown haired monster was the one they raised when he was younger, you know. And the scientists wanted like the cells and stuff, I guess, to experiment, I guess. And while the green monster was resting from his wounds, the brown monster came back from the mountain, and he realized he saw like pieces of clothing, and those clothing are from the campus right next to the green monster. And that's when the brown monster realized that the green monster killed humans, and he took the tree branch and started beating up on the green monster, and the green monster started fighting the brown monster, and then the green monster started running while the brown monster hit the branch. It was funny. The tree branch, giant tree, and then the military start protecting like Tokyo, and then the brown and green monster going around, start fighting and stuff, while the scientists are on the run in the city. The female scientist got injured because the green monster picked it up, and the brown monster came just in time. He dropped the lady, and the lady got injured. So it's pretty much the female and the male scientists are in like the hospital um, evacuation building now. And while these monsters going in rampage, and then the scientist called the general. He said, like, stop the green monster. Like the brown monster is good. You know, he saved the female scientist twice. You know, so he's letting the general know that don't hurt the brown monster. Stop the green one only. While the brown and green monster going on rampage, they're fighting, and for kaiju Japanese monster movie, it was pretty good. The fight scenes. I just hate how it ended, yo, because this monster has the gargantuas. They have so much potential, like maybe from another sequel, especially the brown one. Let the green one die is okay, but the brown one, I believe he could have been a good battle for Godzilla. Hopefully, maybe the Godzilla remake, they might put the brown gargantua in it. Maybe, who knows? Or maybe if the Japanese version decide to re-release their version of Godzilla back again, maybe they might bring this creature back. Hopefully, in the year late 2000, hopefully. But yeah, but the fight scenes were good. It's just how it ended with the when you see like this red smoke fire thing. And when I saw it when I was a kid, I actually thought Gazelle was gonna come out. That shit would be epic. Imagine instead of the volcano coming out of the water, imagine it was Gazelle instead, and it just like if they had Gazelle coming out and destroyed the two Gargantuas, I probably had to let it slide. That would have been cool. I was like, oh, that would have been a good twist ending. That would have been like that twist ending they had with Frankenstein Conquer the World, when Frankenstein defeated Balagon, and then out of nowhere, this fucking octopus comes around and took Frankenstein deep underneath the ocean. That was an epic twist ending, by the way. I was like, damn, this monster had a bad day, man. That would have been epic. Imagine I had like imagine do like a reshoot version of this. Like, yo, let's do a re-release version of this. Gizzo coming out instead of the volcano. Yeah, but the ending for this movie sucked because it was like the volcano came out and pretty much like it was the fire of the volcano kills both Gargantuas, and the doctor started talking to the scientists, and scientists mentioned about the heat, and the scientists told the American scientists that I don't think they're coming out. You know, he just said that flat out like that. So yeah, all in all, this movie was good. It was enjoyable. I was just disappointed with the ending. It was like, Kano, are you serious? That's how you gonna end it? At least let the brown one come out and be alive. At least that would have been cool. But damn, that's crazy. But yeah, rent this movie. I got what version I got of this DVD? Because I know I rented on Netflix, and it's like both American and Japanese version is on the disc. I think it's Classic Media they call it. I think Classic Media released this one. But you know what? Maybe they should re-release it again on Blu-ray probably because it does need cleanup because it was so dark you can't even hardly see anything. I have like high definition TV and I actually put it on my PlayStation 3. It practically show all my DVD movies like clarity, like crazy. But yeah, anyway, that's all I have to say. Peace, guys. See you later.